WrestleMania 42 has officially torn the roof off Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, and the shockwaves are still being felt across the entire WWE universe. Roman Reigns has cemented his legacy at the top of the food chain after an absolute war against CM Punk that had fans on the edge of their seats until the very last second. We are breaking down how the original tribal chief reclaimed his throne and what this massive main event means for the future of the championship landscape.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the PopSockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
But the night was not just about the main event, as we saw a passing of the torch that has the entire industry talking. The powerhouse Oba Femi stepped into the ring to face the legendary Brock Lesnar and walked away with a career-defining victory that left everyone in total shock. This wasn't just a win, it was a moment that seemingly signaled the end of an era as Brock Lesnar appeared to leave his gloves in the ring in an emotional farewell. The championship carnage continued as Rhea Ripley reclaimed her dominance in the women's division by taking down Jade Cargill in a brutal, high-stakes battle. From the high-flying ladder match won by Penta to the intense street fight where the Demon Finn Balor took down Dominic Mysterio, the full card of WrestleMania 42 delivered on every single promise. We have the complete results from two massive nights of action that saw Cody Rhodes, Gunther, and many more put it all on the line. Even Triple H is calling the main event showdown between Roman Reigns and CM Punk one of the greatest matches he has ever witnessed in his entire career. With the gold changing hands and the landscape of professional wrestling shifting overnight, you need to stay locked in right here for all the aftermath. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and smash the notification bell so you never miss a single update on these breaking stories. Ever wonder what happens when the dust settles after the biggest night in wrestling history? WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas just delivered an absolute masterclass, with Roman Reigns cementing his legacy by outlasting CM Punk in a main event that kept 80,000 fans on the edge of their seats until the very last second. This wasn't just a match. It was a brutal, high-stakes collision that redefined the championship landscape. But while the internet is buzzing about that final sequence and the shifting momentum of the night, there is a whole other side to the tribal chief that fans are dying to know about. Behind the championship glory and the grueling training, Roman Reigns has been quietly building a life far removed from the spectacle of the ring. That is where Galina Becker comes in. Married since 2014, the former athlete has been a constant, grounded force in Reigns' life, even as he navigates the high-pressure world of WWE stardom. The couple shares 5 children and fiercely protects their privacy, which, let's be honest, only makes us more curious about the family behind the wrestling icon. It is a rare glimpse of normalcy in a business that is anything but. So, what's next for the WWE landscape now that Reigns has proved he's still the man to beat? With Punk sure to be looking for a rematch and new contenders lurking, the aftermath of Vegas is just getting started. Do you think anyone can actually knock Reigns off his throne, or are we just living in his world for the foreseeable future? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the lives of your favorite superstars. After all, the real story often happens when the cameras stop rolling. WrestleMania 42 just redefined the history books, and if you thought Night 1 was big, Night 2 at Allegiant Stadium took things to a level of chaos we haven't seen in years. We are officially in a new era, folks, and the landscape of the WWE has been permanently altered. Let's dive into the carnage. The night started with a true clash of generations as the rising powerhouse, Oba Femi, stepped into the ring with the beast, Brock Lesnar. Most expected Lesnar to steamroll through, but Femi didn't just survive, he dominated. After a brutal 5-minute sprint, Femi countered a second F5 into his signature fall from Grace Powerbomb to put Lesnar away clean. It was a career-defining moment, but the real shocker came right after the bell. Brock Lesnar left his gloves in the center of the ring, signaling an emotional retirement for the veteran. Seeing a legend hang it up like that is always a bittersweet reminder that even the strongest empires eventually fall. Meanwhile, the women's division saw a masterclass in tactical brilliance as Rhea Ripley reclaimed her throne. Facing down the raw power of Jade Cargill, Ripley proved that grit and experience often outweigh pure athleticism, hitting a picture-perfect riptide to become the new women's champion. But the real heart of the night was the main event. Roman Reigns and CM Punk went to war for over 33 minutes in a blood-pumping marathon for the World Heavyweight Championship. We saw everything from high-risk desperation to pure tactical warfare, including a jaw-dropping elbow drop from Punk through the commentary desk that left the crowd absolutely unglued. In the end, it was the original tribal chief Roman Reigns who emerged victorious, reclaiming his summit at the top of the industry. WrestleMania 42 proved that the torch hasn't just been passed, it's been seized by force. Which of these moments shocked you the most? And are you ready for this new chapter in the WWE? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, hit that like button if you're a wrestling fan, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our deep dive into the fallout from this historic weekend. After all, in this business, the only thing more dangerous than reaching the top is trying to stay there. Ever wonder what happens when the biggest icons in wrestling collide under the neon lights of Las Vegas? WrestleMania 42 just wrapped up at Allegiant Stadium, and if you missed the action, you missed a historic chapter being written in real time. This wasn't just another card, it was a collision of generations that left fans breathless. Let's dive straight into the drama. Night 1 kicked off with a massive tag team clash, as the Usos and LA Knight took down the polarizing trio of Logan Paul, IShowSpeed, and Austin Theory in a chaotic opener. We saw Jacob Fatu dominate Drew McIntyre in a brutal unsanctioned bout, and the women's division brought the house down. Paige and Brie Bella secured the tag team titles in a crowded field, while Becky Lynch cemented her legacy by claiming the women's Intercontinental belt. The main event of the first night was pure storytelling masterclass. Cody Rhodes successfully defended his WWE title against the legendary Randy Orton in a match that proved why they are the absolute best in the business. But the momentum didn't stop there. Night 2 brought even more shockwaves. Oba Femi proved he is the real deal by taking down the Beast, Brock Lesnar, in a result that surely signaled a changing of the guard. We saw high-flying insanity in the latter match, where Penta retained his Intercontinental title and Rhea Ripley reclaimed her throne, capturing the WWE Women's title from Jade Cargill. Then came the headliner, the clash that everyone had been waiting for. In a pulse-pounding main event, Roman Reigns silenced the critics once again, defeating CM Punk to walk away with the World Heavyweight title. It was a perfect ending to a massive weekend of professional wrestling. What did you think of the results? Was Roman's win inevitable, or were you pulling for a Punk upset? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the world of WWE, and stay tuned for our next breakdown of the fallout from Vegas. Stop what you're doing because we just witnessed history. WrestleMania 42 officially closed its doors, but the echoes of the Night 2 main event are going to last for decades. We are talking about Roman Reigns versus CM Punk for the WWE World title, a collision of two titans that somehow managed to exceed the impossible amount of hype surrounding it. After a gritty, exhausting battle that had 55,000 fans hanging on every single move, Roman Reigns finally hoisted the gold, marking his first championship reign in 2 long years. But this wasn't just another title change, it was a masterclass in storytelling. Triple H sat down with SportsCenter right after the bell rang, and his reaction says it all. The game didn't just praise the bout, he called it one of the greatest matches he has ever witnessed in his entire life. Think about that for a second. Coming from a man who has lived through every legendary era of professional wrestling, that is massive. Triple H noted that you could literally feel the raw passion and pride radiating from both guys. It was two masters of the craft, deep down to their very souls, genuinely believing they were the best in the world and refusing to blink. It was a knockdown, drag-out fight where neither man was willing to give an inch, and even in victory, it felt like a monumental achievement for the industry itself. It is not often you see a match live up to a legacy that big, but this was undeniably cinema. If you haven't seen the full results from an absolutely electric Night 2, you need to head over and catch up now. But before you go, let me know in the comments. Do you think this match deserves the greatest of all time label, or is there another bout that still holds the crown for you? Smash that like button if you enjoyed this coverage, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our breakdown of what is next for the Tribal Chief. Sometimes, legends don't just put on a show, they rewrite the history books.